What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick demo on Retrocraft by UJAM. A quick disclosure, UJAM is the sponsor of today's video, but no worries, they won't see this video until you see this video. So what is Retrocraft, you may ask? Well, it is basically a degrading saturation tool that you can use basically to lo-fi your sound out. So it's got a bunch of different effects and all that. Matter of fact, let's just get into the plugin, right? So when you open up Retrocraft, it is going to look like this. So as you see here, you've got different amplifiers that you can go through. You can punish the mix, you can add color, you can add more mix, more drive. The analog just controls all the stuff up at the top. So you have different kind of players you can add. So you can add micro cassette, reel-to-reel, vinyl, all that good stuff. And then you have different speakers that you can make it go through as an emulation as well. And then as you're looking down at the bottom, you're gonna have different sounds like lo-fi, which is gonna come with all this stuff. Modulation is gonna come with chorus, ensemble. And stability is gonna come with like wobble, flutter, jitter, delay, all that other stuff. So in today's video, I have two demo beats for you guys. I just have a basic demo beat. And then the second demo beat that I have for you guys today, I took all FL Studio stock sounds, right? The drums and everything. And if the sound didn't sound good, I made it sound bad. And then I added Retrocraft onto the sounds and the beat sounds pretty dope. So it could be mixed a little better, but you know what I'm saying? I wanted to show you guys what you could just do with this one tool on some bass stock sound. So let's go ahead and start here. I've got my first demo beat pulled up here. This beat, it isn't all the way mixed down, of course, but it sounds like this. All right, so that right there was the first demo beat that I put together for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back into Retrocraft, check it out a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just kind of check out some of these sounds individually with Retrocraft on there. And then what I'll probably do after that is I'll probably play the second demo beat and then I'll break down each one of the different categories because you're gonna be able to see how you can make things sound good with this thing. So the first sound that I used it on was this, just this keyscape right here. And this is what the keyscape sounded like initially. Right, but once I put Retrocraft on there, I could get it to sound like this. Right, sounds pretty cool because I've got this bend going, I've got a stereo delay, like and then I've got this reverse going along with the telephone, and a cassette player. So it's a lot kind of going on. And then there's this other one. I meant to use this in the beat, but I didn't use it. But it's like a gating effect. Right, so pretty cool effect there. And then another thing that I used it on was this rumble. So this rumble is a bass that I used, and it sounded like this initially. Now with Retrocraft. Which made the bass sound pretty cool with this when you were listening to it. I rock with that. And then I have this guitar. I guess I did not put it on the guitar, but I did put it on the drums. And so the drums sound like this initially before Retrocraft. And then after I throw Retrocraft on there, So you can tell it added a lot to just these three things, right? So we'll turn off all the effects real quick and we'll listen. So it just adds like a little bit of texture with that delay and everything. Definitely very solid on that. All right, guys, now what I'm gonna do is I've got my second beat pulled up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with it. I'm gonna play it first without any effects so you guys can hear what it sounds like. And then I'm gonna turn the effects on and play it over again. You're gonna be able to hear the difference immediately. There's just basic patterns and a basic ARP. I didn't do anything extra on this because I just wanted to showcase the effect versus a beat. So you see here, now we're in FL Studio. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off all the effects real quick so that we don't get none of those effects in the beat. And I'm just gonna push play and then y'all hear it. Okay, all right, so you've heard that. Now let's go ahead and turn everything else on real quick so that you can hear what it sounds like now. The bass doesn't necessarily fit that much, but I was having fun tweaking it. But this is what it sounds like now. Right. So, I mean, it kind of does sound night and day. We'll go through some of the sounds before and after. But one more time real quick, I'll just play the chorus without any effects and then I'll turn all the effects on. You know what I'm saying? Because these sounds sounded really basic. Right. So let's get into this a little bit more here as we're looking at Retrocraft. So I have Retrocraft on this piano initially. This is what the piano sounds like before I throw Retrocraft on there. Now when I turn it on, so it just gives me that pure lo-fi sound, you know what I'm saying? But what you get with this now, we'll talk about the plugin a little bit more now. So we've got this amplifier. Right, so obviously we can use that to push our sound. We've got this punish too. Right, but you've got different kind of amps you can go through. Right, you've got different players over here you can mess with, like vinyl, micro cassette. Then you've got speakers over here too that you can mess with. We've got stuff down here that we can mess with. So we've got like bit crusher, lo-fi, satellite, you know what I'm saying, ring, modulation, all that good stuff. But then we have everything that we want to go through here, you know? And then we got different modulations over here. Obviously, you see chorus, ensemble, flanger, all that. Then you got stuff like glitch over here. You've got jitter, bend, wobble, flutter, all that. Right, then we can come over here and we can mess with this delay. Put it on, we have granular effects too. I know I got a lot going on. I'm just trying to show you guys you can do a whole lot with this. And then you got these chop features and stuff over here with like the reverse, the random, the gate, and the pumping and stuff. I mean, that's just fire to me. You got reverse. You got random. You know what I'm saying? So you've got some good effects in here. I'll go through real quickly a few of the other things that I use it on this beat. So here's one of the sounds I originally put it on. This sound sounds so janky before Retrocraft's on here. Now after we throw Retrocraft on that thing though, y'all not gonna tell me that's not dope. You know what I'm saying? And then I used it on this too as well. So this sound originally sounded like this. Right? But then once I threw the Retrocraft on there, we got to sound like. So we got the random reverses going on in there. And then I used it on these drums. So the drums sounded like this before Retrocraft. And then after I threw Retrocraft on them, they sound like this. So I wanted them to sound a little more crunchy so they would fill into the beat a little more. And then I used it on this bass too, right? So this bass was a straight basic bass, right? The bass just sounded like this. Now we got it to sound like this though. Yo. Yeah, man. A little bit of modulation will do that for you. Some of these speakers, this amplifier. Right? Get this on there. I mean, that's what I got here on Retrocraft. What are my final thoughts on this thing? I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think UJAM makes really good stuff. You know, they normally make you some good products, whether it's effects, guitars, pianos, whatever it is that they're making, it's probably going to be fire, you know? I would recommend it. I like it. If you're making lo-fi beats or old school stuff, or you just want some kind of creative effect, something that might be a little bit different than what you have, I would check this thing out for sure. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.